Missed last week's video, so I wanted to just do a quick comprehensive video of trying to incorporate everything I can as quickly as I can. What's going on here? We did finish the wall painting. After we finished the painting of the walls, and you can see back here, we did end up getting the back shop wall cased in, sheeted. We got our parts cleaning area here. Just little minor finishing things. We got some accent painting we're gonna do, like around that windowsill and the door here, just so it's not so bland. I think it'll look a little bit better here, but we did run into an issue with our windows, as we expected we may, with water coming through. So on this side of the building, you can see the windows are not windows anymore. With trying to take care of these windows from the outside, it's not too bad. We are able to patch them like we did with the other side for the first 3 windows, but once you get beyond that, it's not so simple. We don't have much room to get back there, so we're, using the best of our thinking caps and ingenuity to make it work. This is kind of what the windows looked like, and they were leaking significantly. We tarred the areas that we could where the windows were missing. We put corrugated plastic and tarred around it, and then the ones that were unsalvageable, we just put sheeting. This is just corrugated roofing, tin roofing. And then we put our insulation in there and then cover it. After covering it, we trim it, and then we will paint it just like we did, with that side over there. So we're supposed to get some storms this weekend. We're hoping that our patch job works out for us here this time around. And once we can verify that, we'll be putting the insulation and the sheeting on. Hopefully Monday we'll get this painted. We're going to use this back wall here for our maintenance area, anything hand tool related, not fabrication, customer production fabrication equipment, but, just our little flux core welder for doing our around the shop jobs. This kind of stuff will be here. Currently, we have this grinder tore down so that we can do some cleaning and refurbishing of the track for the bed. So we just pulled the bed off of it so that we can clean the bearings, clean the inner workings, and put her back together. But once that's done, we'll take all of our grinders, and our grinders will be in this back corner over here to isolate them for the sake of keeping grinding dust off of our precision machining equipment. So along with the blast cabinet and things, that will be in this back area here. And then this space here will be where we are doing our milling work. So we have it's just a tool room mill, a round column mill that will be going, I guess you can kind of see where it's chalked out on the floor. It'll be going here. We've arranged the lathes in a way to allow a little bit of expansion backwards for any additional turning equipment we might get. This is going to be storage area. The table is almost perfect for use as a pallet rack, so we will go ahead and do that. This lathe here should be painted early next week. I did get all of the loose paint scraped, and we will hopefully get some paint on here this upcoming week. We're going to test out an enamel paint first. I think this is what we're going to end up going with. It's just a protective enamel paint. It's actually made for, I think, for farm implementation, for like tractors and stuff, but we just wanted it to match. Since we'll be painting the entire lathe, we wanted it to match the other equipment We got this color specifically because it is the closest match we could find to the color of the mill and the color of the grinders. We were hit with a bombshell this week when we finally got a hold of our electric company. We were under the impression, as you can see here, there's 3 transformers on this pole, and that span of 3-phased cabling does come to this pole and does drop to our neighbor's facility. So we were under the impression we were going to be able to do an electrical drop right here and replace this outer electrical box, and worry about our conduit and cable and all that stuff in the inside here. But I guess it's not that simple, and it's quite costly. So we are looking to do it as cost effectively as we can and make sure we don't miss anything, and most importantly, we do it properly. The electric company did notify us that it will be a very bare minimum of 6 weeks before they can even start the project, and they're going to have to plant a new pole out back. So we're looking at 2.5 months before we will have our electric in here. So we're just gonna have to use that time to finish up everything we need to in here, and focus more on the other services we are going to provide other than machining. We did apply for some grants that will hopefully replace our lighting. That would be phenomenal. When the electric company was here doing their survey, they told us of a grant that we are prime candidates for to replace all of this older style lighting with the ballasts in each one of these with new LED lighting that hopefully, if all goes well, it doesn't cost us anything. We'll see how that goes. We also are applying for a grant for 3-phase infrastructure upgrades through National Grid. We'll see how that goes. And lastly, we did apply today for a marketing grant that would offer us some money. I think it's $5,000 for marketing materials and online marketing campaign and things like that. So we did present to the SBDC at JCC for that grant, and we'll keep you posted on how that goes. So I think that's about it. We're starting to get some of our areas a little more organized. There's just a lot of, I'll say, construction, for lack of a better term, that we have to do in here still. So it's just creating a mess. But we will get there. We will get there. All right. I think that's all. I don't recall anything else that's pertinent that sticks out in my head, but that's where we're at today. Today is the 10th of June. So we'll keep you guys updated. I did miss last week's video. I will do a better job this upcoming week and try to make sure I'm posting videos weekly for anybody that's interested in, keeping tabs on where we're at, keeping, that's interested in. I don't know how far these videos branch out, but if anybody else other than friends, family, and, acquaintances are watching this, anybody that wants to see kind of what the initial process is for doing something like this, we'll see how it goes. All right, y'all, have a good one. See you at the latest next week, hopefully.